This month is going to be quite significant indeed, and you will see exactly what I mean. And to be quite precise, when it comes to you, my beautiful Aquarius, is the fact that on the 15th of August, we are going to have a full moon in the zodiac sign of Aquarius, which is going to reflect on you in a really absolutely immaculate way indeed, because your energy is just going to be really affected when it comes to this particular full moon. And the reason why energy is going to be really affected is because the vibration of this full moon at this particular time in August is just going to have an absolutely mind-blowing effect on you indeed. It is going to re-energize you on one hand, but on another hand you're also going to have a really powerful and very, very specific hermit moment. When I say really powerful and very, very super specific hermit moment, this is all about you emerging in a completely different way, which is going to help you to have a different reflection, which is on another hand karmically going to give you completely different perspective. That in itself is just going to be really important moment in time, because you will have a mind-blowing realization that you are going to have on the 15th of August. It's all going to be about the particular completion, particular stage of your life is coming to the certain point. The particular stage of your life is coming slowly to an end, which is absolutely fantastic, and it's very brilliant indeed. And it's all about you realizing this, it's all about you focusing on this, and it's all about you paying attention. And also instinctively, this is going to be absolutely mind-blowing time indeed. Instinctively, you are going to be super powerful. Instinctively, you are going to be super radiant, and that in itself is going to be an amazing starting point for you. It is all about this powerful realization that you are going to have through your own hermit moment. And the powerful realization that you are going to have, it is going to be so much to do with things that you have been focusing on so far, but in particular when it comes to like finances, when it comes to career, when it comes to your security, and when it comes to your like a future things, thinking and things like that, but also when it comes to all those things in your life that you have experience with, okay, and that you are experienced with. And also it's telling me that especially in particular within the last 11 months, there is something that you have done. There is something that you have started. There is something that you did. There is something that began in your life, but it purely became from your energy, from your own power, from your own direction, or shall I say redirection. This is really important because you made a certain decision. Maybe certain people weren't too sure about it, or maybe like, people really close to you, or certain people really close to you didn't agree with certain things, but you just knew it. That was absolutely the right choice. You just knew that it was absolutely the right thing to do. So now this is not only even about the self-illumination or anything like that. This is just part of the massive huge picture, absolutely massive huge picture, which is on one hand going to confirm something really important to you, and you're also going to be able to prove something to other people. It's not about other people, and it's not about what other people think, but it is going to be rather interesting, because at the same time you're going to be able to prove quite a few things, and it's not only to yourself, but it's also to people around you. So that is just also going to have a really interesting effect on you, because it is most certainly going to affect your power. It's going to affect your power in such a way where you're going to feel like completely re-energized. As I said, on one hand you're going to feel completely re-energized, on another hand you are going to have your own hermit moment, and this is going to be fantastic, bombastic combination indeed. And it's going to make you super wise, and it's going to make you feel very strongly connected like to your past, and very strongly connected to your past lives, and very strongly connected to ancient things. You're gonna feel like very ridiculously strong connection when it comes to ancient. Try to discover and rediscover yourself like through something ancient, through an ancient feelings, through like what you feel drawn to, but it's to do with ancient, and it's to do with the healing. Just try to follow your bliss, and your bliss is going to take you somewhere very, very special indeed, and it's going to make you realize something very wise, okay? There is a very big change that is about to happen in your life, and this is why this particular full moon is going to have like ooh la la effect on you, and this is why there's few things are going to kind of have a really quick flip when it comes to your life, but it is most certainly going to be really beautiful and very powerful readjustment and adjustment. But because your life is going to have like a really great change, it's not going to be even that long. This is most certainly going to be the step in direction. It is going to be good. It is going to be brilliant. It is going to feel really, really light when it comes to the actual energy. And this is because the certain karma, very heavy karma that was around your sign is slowly coming to an end. Now, as heavier the karma was, the better it's going to be. As heavier the karma was, the sharper the future is going to be. As heavier the karma it was, the better it's going to be. So basically, just ignore me. Basically, the 15th of August is just like a very sacred day for you indeed. So you can just imagine as you are crossing through the certain door. This door are really beautiful. This door are going to be is going to be very spiritual. This door is going to be very powerful. But by the time you get to the other side of this particular door, you are going to have like a very important opportunity that is just going to become very evident to you. The opportunity that is going to become evident to you is just going to be absolutely most certainly a fantastic process, you know, fantastic start, fantastic new beginning. And this is most certainly going to reflect on you in such a wonderful way I cannot even explain. It is all about the sacred knowledge. You are going to have a sacred knowledge on the 15th of August, and it's not only that particular day. Let me just explain this to you a little bit better. When we have a full moon, okay, full moon, like when it happens in our signs, yes, it does affect us a little bit more. It does affect us a little bit more powerfully, with a little bit more energy. But especially when it happens like at a certain time, especially when it comes at a certain month, you know, and especially when it comes to at a certain time when it comes to your spiritual journey, my gorgeous Aquarius. Now, this is going to be an important time because it's not only about the 15th of August. It is the 15th of August. It is the one day before 15th of August and one day later. So these 3 days are going to be very super significant and super powerful. And this is when you can expect all these changes. Of course, that you are actually going to have on the 15th of August is going to be the most powerful vibration, the most bizarre vibration, but in the best possible way. You are going to feel like the part of the different dimension, but it's going to feel really good, and it's just going to reflect on you like you want to be adventurous, you want to be a little bit naughty, you want to be a little bit silly, you want to tap into like a little bit of silly or a little bit bizarre energy, and that is really good. This is all your subconscious mind is going to be pushing you. Your spirit guides are going to be pushing you. Your guardian angels are going to be pushing you at around this time. And also there's a certain spirit that you are going to be visited by within these 3 days. The spirit that you are going to be visited by, oh my God, I've just seen the sign, okay? The spirits that you are going to be visited by is just going to be somebody who passed away, the relative that passed away, somebody who used to know you. Maybe you were just a baby and that person passed away. However, you can expect a message from the spirit within these 3 days, which is like the 15th of August, one day earlier, 15th of August, and one day later. So the actual message that you are going to have, it's just going to have direct impact on the problem and certain issue that you are having, and also at the same time this is just going to make you even more self-illuminated. Just remember, this is the hermit moment that you are having, so you're also going to be able to feel things in a different way, because it's all about you realizing something very important about yourself, and it's all about you realizing something very significant about your own path, about your own journey through your own self-illumination, because you're going to be able to reach really far, really, really deep down when it comes to your life. So don't be surprised when you have a very strong connection with your childhood as well. This is all kind of part of all this process. So there is going to be very strong connection to your childhood that you are going to have at the same time, and it's very important to pay attention to why do you have this connection to your childhood. This is not just like a connection to the childhood. No, there is a certain insight that you're going to need to bring back from the childhood. Something is missing, something is missing, something is missing. Whether this is an emotion, whether this is something, whether this is a thing, you know, something is missing from the childhood. childhood, a certain particular thing that you're going to need to bring back here now, and that in itself is just going to help you really a lot with a certain self-illumination, certain realization, and certain conclusion. Okay, very, very, very important moment in time indeed. On another hand, you know, there is going to be like a very important realization that is going to be on your mind, something that you're gonna realize that you're maybe a little bit in a denial, but you were trying maybe to go a certain direction when it comes to the certain person and a certain problem and certain issue, and this is going to be the realization about a certain self-denial as well. But this is going to be an important moment in time, because this is just going to help you so much to move on with your life indeed, and that in itself it's just going to help you to make a decision when it comes to the certain practicality, when it comes to the certain practical knowledge, something that you're in charge of, something that you need to do, something that you need to make a really important and mature message indeed. So that in itself is just going to be brilliant, because also absolutely fantastic and very interesting negotiation you're going to have it around this time. This negotiation that you're going to have around this time, it's also going to be absolutely brilliant indeed, and it's also going to help you with a fantastic new beginning, very spiritual, very powerful, very certain, very beautiful. Your energy is going to, your balance of your energies is just going to be absolutely immaculate. Something was bringing you down, something was clouding things around you, so you weren't able to understand and see your own happiness. You weren't able to understand how powerful you are. You weren't able to maybe to understand or feel or sense how significant you are. I'm not saying that you completely couldn't understand this. I'm just saying that you were just affected by the certain energies, so you were able to focus, to go the certain direction. You knew what to do exactly, but you weren't able to feel fully yourself. You weren't able to feel your own happiness, and that in itself was reflecting on you when it comes to your health. You were a little bit tired, and that was also affecting other things when it comes to your health, like certain infections and things like that. Believe me or not, this is all connected and it all makes sense. Now, this is going to be brilliant, because most certainly spirituality and on all the balance is just going to be absolutely brilliant. The whole new initiative is going to come here, the whole new beginning, and it's the beginning of the literally the whole new adventure when it comes to you kind of connected to the certain part of your life, when it comes to you connected to the certain direction of your life, and you feeling really eager and really keen to go for it. It's absolutely fantastic. I really like it, because this is when the enthusiasm is going to start. This is when the enthusiasm is going to come back. It's fantastic, and it's just realization that you have got unlimited possibilities, and that in itself is just going to kind of make you obsessed in the best possible way. And when you, my Aquarius, my gorgeous beautiful Aquarius, are obsessed with something, then when you direct your energy in that particular way, you can just get to the top of the world like in 5 minutes if you want. You know, you just grow your wings and you fly almost immediately. So this is why this time is just going to be so significant for you as well. On another hand, what else I was going to say is just that basically this is going to be the great time also, like to make a certain initiation, when it comes to like sending a certain wish to the universe and things like that. You know, like this is going to be an important time, you know, to light the candle, like a focus, you know, have a strong connection with the candle, you know, at the same time, you know, and make a certain wish, you know, just manifest. This is an absolutely fantastic time to manifest. And on another hand, this is a brilliant time also for negotiations. Listen to me very carefully. Listen. This is not only about these 3 days, 14, 15, and 16. This is not only about the negotiations, like when it comes to like power, when it comes to money and finances. In general, even when it comes to like relationships, when it comes to discussion, when it comes to like a balance, you know, like negotiations like that with a certain relationships are also going to make sense, and are also going to be playing an important role in all this. My lord, prepare for something really big, prepare for something really huge, prepare for something really significant. The bottom line is that the energy is going to be very powerful on the 15th of August 2019, when we are going to have the full moon in the zodiac sign of Aquarius, which is going to reflect on you in the best possible way. It is going to make you wise, it is going to make you clever, it is going to make you really powerful, it is going to give you lots of energy, lots of optimism. So now this is the moment in time to pay attention to your sharpness, to what you feel drawn to, and for the, to pay attention to which beginnings you would like to try, and to be as adventurous as possible, because something absolutely mind-blowing is going to happen to you before the end of the month, and it is going to happen in the form of like the whole new opportunity that is just going to bring you so much beauty, so much love, and so much light into your world indeed. Okay, my name is Sasha Bonasin, and I'm a psychic medium, and this is your monthly horoscope tarot card reading, and it's for you, my gorgeous Aquarius, and it's for August 2019. So it's for you, my gorgeous Aquarius, and it's for August 2019. When it comes to the actual number, when it comes to the actual numerology, and when it comes to you, my beautiful babies, now for August, basically your number is 3. Number 3 is an important number, and it's all about you having very important connection in the gatherings, you having a very important relationships that are going to be playing an important role, and somebody in particular that loves you so much, that understands you, somebody that is like a friend or a family member who is very close to you. It's going to tell you something very important, very significant, and that in itself is going to be so an important moment in time for you, because that particular person is very important to you, and that means that you're able to kind of see the reflection in what they say to you in a completely different way, in a completely more powerful way, very sharp focus indeed after that moment. So somebody who knows you really well is going to tell you something, and you will know that it's time to kind of really focus in the certain stage of your life indeed. It's going to be very important, because on one hand you will know that this is brilliant, you will be grateful, but on another hand this is also going to bring you really conclusion to a really an ongoing problem. Okay, it's brilliant because it's going to bring you healing, it is going to bring you a satisfactory result, and it's also going to make you feel really good. It is a certain compromise that is going to become rather evident in this time, but that compromise is going to be brilliant, because on one hand it's going to release you, on another hand it is going to bring you the whole new inspiration. This also means that you're going to feel very adventurous this month, and you're also going to feel quite artistic this month as well. The realization that is going to be quite important is the fact that you are going to be very drawn to learn something, that there is a certain learning experience that is going to become evident, which is not massive, not huge, but it is going to become the part of your spiritual journey, and that's going to be beautifully thrown into you, in your energy here. But it's really brilliant, because through this you're going to realize that the money and the result of a certain effort is also going to be nearly due. That particular effort was very evident for the last 7 to 8 months as well. So this is going to be a wonderful realization that you are going to have here at the same time, but it's just a lot to do with a beginning of the whole new adventure. So I know that karmically this is going to be an important moment in time. You're going to have an absolutely fantastic balance here, and it's all about the honor, it's all about recognition, and it's all about enthusiasm, it's all about you getting to the certain stage of your life, and it's also to do with the swift change that is going to feel absolutely perfect, absolutely beautiful for you as well. On another hand, what else I was going to say, you see, that the other things that are going to be very important here, and you're going to surprise yourself. I like it so much, because even if you think about August, even if you think the way August is going to develop, even if you think the way August is going to unfold, my lord, you're going to be surprising yourself. You really are going to be surprising yourself throughout August, you see. And also when it comes to relationships, there is something that is going to be quite interesting that is going to happen this month. Something is just going to become the part of your journey. Something is going to become the part of your energy, and you're also going to realize something about your partner, which is going to surprise you a little bit. And it's just kind of not going to make you feel bad, or it's not going to make you feel good, but it's just some kind of new realization that you're also going to realize about your partner. And that realization that you're going to realize about your partner is actually going to give you an idea that you're going to start using later on. Okay, what else I was going to say, that there is a certain family member, listen to me very carefully, listen to me very carefully, I'm going to say this only once. God. Oh my God, hello. Now listen to me very carefully, seriously. There is a certain family member that is actually going to need your help. There's a family member that needs your help. That's also very important. I know you know what I mean. And it's so like important for you to make sure that that family member is okay, make sure that that family member have everything that they need. I'm not saying that you're like, oh my God, like you're not helping your family member. I'm just saying that your family member is certain family member that you know, that you're not surprised about, that you're not going to be surprised about, is going to need a little bit of your help, a little bit of your Vavavoom energy, a little bit of your healing energy, okay? That is also going to be very important moment in time, and it's also very important for me to actually say this to you, okay? Because that person that is going to need your help is just kind of like part of like quite couple of dimensions at the same time, and it's very close to this dimension and it's very close to another dimension. So that's why they just need to get a little bit of your energy, a little bit of your help, a little bit of your power, a little bit of your healing power. What else I was going to say, they will benefit from it quite a lot right now at this moment in time indeed. What else I was going to say is that you are going to have a particularly strong healing power throughout this month, and that particular healing power that you are going to have, it's going to come through your hands. Of course, it's going to be the most significant and most powerful. In order for you to keep on rejuvenating this, and in order for you to keep on recharging this, I do advise you quite strongly to go and find a tree and hug the tree somewhere, you know, go outside and find a tree that's kind of calling you. Yes, this can be tree that is inside your garden. You know, somebody asked me this the other day. Of course it can be tree that is inside your garden, like, or it could be like a somewhere outside where you find a tree, you see which tree is calling you. By you finding a tree, that means that tree is calling you. Then you find it, hug it, and just imagine this beautiful powerful light is going from the tree through your head, going all the way down, and then going back into the tree, all the way down 3 times. And each time you get this energy, you give it back to the 3. You get this energy, you give it back to the 3. You get this energy, you give it back to the 3. And this is something that is just going to mind-blowing rejuvenate you throughout August, but it's also going to help you with these healing powers that you are going to have. On another hand, what else I was going to say, my gorgeous Aquarius, it's actually that when it comes to your health, I want to say to you that it's your kidneys and your liver is just something that is going to be quite sensitive. You see, your kidneys and liver is something that is going to be sensitive throughout August indeed, if it's not even sensitive right now as we speak. What I want you to do actually when it comes to your kidney and liver, it's very important to take like as I normally recommend, acerola cherry powder, but that's not the first thing that I would highly recommend. The first thing that I would highly recommend would be like pumpkin seeds. Pumpkin seeds are very important when it comes to the actual kidney and liver health indeed, and they are rich in lots of vitamins and minerals that are absolutely essential for the actual rejuvenation of kidney and liver. And also cranberry juice is very important when it comes to the liver and when it comes to the kidneys as well, because it does work like a really wonderful filter indeed. And also so it's the pumpkin seeds, so it's a cranberry juice, acerola cherry powder. Also acerola cherry powder is a vitamin C. On another hand, vitamin C is absolutely wonderful when it comes to the whole rejuvenation and to flush out the toxins out of the body. And acerola, as I said before, acerola cherry powder, I take it all the time myself. You take it in a little bit of a glass of water, you take a little teaspoon, you mix it up and drink it every single morning, and that is going to be giving you whooping 1080 milligrams of vitamin C per actual serving, which is absolutely brilliant. It's a natural source of vitamin C. You know I'm completely into natural sources, not the chemical ones. And the chamomile tea is just something absolutely remarkable. Chamomile tea without sugar, please. If you need to put sweetener, put like an organic or natural honey and a little bit of unwaxed lemon, not waxed, because it's not good for you. So what you're going to need to do this month in order to improve your health of liver and kidneys is to get pumpkin seeds, very important indeed, and just nibble, just eat them. Like I like to eat them like nuts, absolutely adore them. Then you can get like a cranberry juice, drink this throughout the month, acerola cherry powder, drink this the very first thing in the morning, and chamomile tea, just drink it like about a couple of times a day, every single day. If you could do this, this is going to be absolutely wonderful, because chamomile tea is a very important and it's very powerful, and it's much more than just a tea indeed. Okay, so now basically I'm going to, on another hand, what I was going to say, the good thing is just keep on drinking lots of water. Sorry, the good thing is that you're going to have lots of energy, and the energy wise, that is going to have a wonderful impact on you when it comes to your optimistic feeling, and that is just going to reflect on everything else around you, which is absolutely brilliant. Okay, so now going on the very first date of the actual August, the very first date of August that is going to be significant for you, it's actually going to be on the 3rd of August. Now the 3rd of August, it's all about you having a very strong connection with your angels and with your spirits. So try to see what is the very first thing on your mind, like when you wake up on the 3rd of August, because it is going to be rather strong connection, you know, with like an angels and spirits, but you will be traveling the night before, like an astral projection, traveling like there is no tomorrow. So you just need to see what are you going to feel like completely drawn to when it comes to like the 3rd of August, because something is going to be on your mind, something is going to be something is going to become the part of your journey. Sorry, and you're going to start feeling very, very close to the certain stage. You see, when I do this, it means that the spirits are around. There is a certain spirit that is about, you see, and this spirit is going to come through soon. And what started to happen lately is that I'm doing these readings, and then if somebody passed away not that long ago, and somebody passed away in an abrupt way or in a strange way, and somebody, one of you is watching this, I've just realized, my Lord, you know, that I've had so many messages from the spirits that passed away like this. The connection is real, the connection is very powerful, and the connection is strong. And if somebody's suffering so much on another side, and if somebody's suffering so much in pain because they've lost somebody, then I'm like a complete absolute medium channel. I channel this immediately, and I just channel back. And this is Peter, but somebody called Peter, somebody was like something to do with Peter, and Peter is also here. It's the spirit of a Peter is here, whoever this mean to. Peter. There is also letter C that is very strongly connected to letter C, Peter, and also Peter was like Peter wants you to know that Peter is okay, Peter is feeling fine, Peter is not in pain anymore. It's something to do with the throat, something to do with the talking, whether Peter didn't like talk too much, or maybe he was talking a lot, or his throat was affected, and Peter is just saying that he's absolutely fine. To whoever this means to, there is a message from Peter, and he's fine, he's not in pain anymore. Okay, so now what else I was going to say, now on the 3rd of August, going back, sorry, to say what is going to happen on the 3rd of August, you see, you're going to be very sharp indeed, you're going to have a very powerful connection, and there is this certain idea that you're going to have through particular message from the spirit. So you need to watch what's the very first thing on your mind. On another hand, this is all about your success, this is all about your gain, this is all about you going over the certain challenge. You know, there's a little challenge that you're going to have on this day, and you're going to do really well. Okay, there is a negotiation that is going to be connected to that, but that's absolutely brilliant. And also there is a certain journey of a certain person going to be playing an important role. A certain departure of the certain person is also going to be playing role here, because this is something that is going to be like connected to the certain absence, but you're not going to mind this, you're not going to have a problem with this, because this is something that you were like kind of maybe hoping for, and this is something that you were also expecting in a certain way. On another hand, you know, I like this because it's just like when it comes to your own success, and when it comes to your practicality, business, and the actual, if you are retired, when it comes to your financial situation, when it comes to your next stage, next step, this is an important moment in time, because it's all about your recognition. You're gonna like it, and that is just going to bring you so much optimism optimism. I really like it, because this is going to be the moment in time. By the time you get to the last part of the 3rd of August, by the time it's evening, you know, by the time you go to sleep, you know, you're just going to feel really good, and you're going to realize that you're capable of something very special. And that in itself is just so good, because this is all about the rewards from hard work, and this is all about the success, and in particular a certain admiration from certain people are going to mean the world to you indeed. On another hand, what the second important date, what I was going to say to you, it's actually going to be on the 14th of August, before the 15th. You see, it all makes sense. It's absolutely brilliant. So it's going to be the actual news that you are going to get on the 14th of August. And it's important to say that the news that you are going to get is going to be very significant, because it's going to come from somebody who you appreciate quite a lot. And that news is going to help you to see the little snaky snake in the grass. I'm sorry, I always see some little snake lately, but then, you know, this is life as well. And most certainly through you realizing something on time, you are just going to be the part of this vibration in a slightly different way, which is going to help you to see and to examine your situation from a slightly different angle, which is just going to show you the whole new picture. You know, instead of Honolulu, you are going to see like I don't know, Tahiti. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, it's just instead of Hawaii, you're going to see like a Thailand, you know, like, yeah, like, it's whatever, yeah, you know, but it's just just ignore me. Just my examples are like, gosh. But anyway, yeah, so it's like basically through somebody who you know, you will be able to see the little hidden enemy. And the reason why this is going to be so good, as I said, it's going to help you to look at your situation from a different angle, and it's also going to help you to make a really important and mature decision. You wouldn't be able to make this important and mature decision if you weren't a part of this situation. So this is why this is so important. It is about somebody that was trying to listen. I said this to you before, and I know you were like saying, oh God, like again somebody, but I'm sorry, but I'm not gonna lie to you, okay? But there is somebody that is to do with a little deception. There is somebody that is very dishonest around you. I'm so sorry, okay? And this is going to become evident, but it seems like you're gonna feel very strongly about it, and it seems like you will not be too surprised, and it seems like, you know, a subconscious mind was like all around the place. Your third psychic eye was like, hello darling, you know, like you must have known about it, you must have sensed about it, because you're not going to be that surprised. This is so important, my babies. Please get like a black tourmaline. Look at this beauty. I cannot even live without this anymore. Black tourmaline is the most powerful and most important crystal when it comes to the personal protection. This little bastard. Okay, this little person here, this little person here is just connected to somebody else. So they're like two people that are very strongly together, like maybe trying to be like a little bit naughty, or they were trying to be a little bit naughty towards you, you know, but you are not surprised about it. So it's one person, the main one, but there are a couple of them, because that other one is connected to this one, if you know what I mean. So, but you know this is not going to surprise you, but I would still like you to protect yourself. This is a black tourmaline. It's the most powerful crystal when it comes to the actual personal protection against all sorts of negative energies, negative people. Indeed, you are going to be very psychic and very intuitive throughout the month. That's very great, that's brilliant, but it means that you're open in a completely different way. When you're energetically open in a completely different way, you're receiving lots of messages throughout the month, indeed, but at the same time you're receiving all sorts of other energy, all sorts of other entities, all sorts of other spirits are passing by, hello, you know, like around, like woo, you know, and this is true. This is the truth. So you're going to be open in a certain way. So on another hand, you make yourself more sensitive to these energies. So that's why, please babies, get like a black tourmaline, like this nice block like this, okay? And this is going to protect you indeed. You can buy this on my website, and the link is in the description below. And by buying things from my website, you're also supporting my channel as well. So this is something that I highly recommend you, my babies, okay? The third important day, my gorgeous Aquarius, is going to be on the 28th of August. Now the 28th of August is just going to be like it is going to be about the certain realization that you are going to have through you making certain choice, okay? You making certain choice that is just gonna come from slight little bit of negativity, because you will have to, something is going to happen really quickly, so it's going to require from you to actually react in a completely quick way, but it's to do with like a little bit of bitter taste in your mouth, you see. But this is really good because this has kind of affected you a little bit, but it's brilliant because it is just going to kind of redirect you slightly by reacting slightly in a different way, and that in itself is going to bring you new possibility, and it's going to bring you new relationship, and it's going to bring a new approach to an old problem. Absolutely fantastic. It's connected to the certain knowledge. It's connected to the certain knowledge that you are going to get, that you are going to gain through this situation. It's fantastic because 9 months ago, within the last 9 months, this caused you misery, this caused you sadness, this caused you negativity. Absolutely brilliant, my babies. You are going to have the whole new wisdom, the whole new judgment, you know, serene knowledge you are going to have, and you are going to be penetrated like in a completely different way. You will be able to get to all these parts of the universe, all these parts of your vibration, all these parts of your energy. You will be able to penetrate in a completely different way. You're going to go really far, really far, really far. I told you many times, like we all know, we live in different dimensions, a few different dimensions at the same time, okay? So that's why this is going to be so wonderful, because you're going to get a right balance and you will be able to like kind of benefit from all these things at the same time. Absolutely superb indeed. This is going to be an important day as well, 28th of August, because it's all about your own spirituality. It's all about the right balance, which is indeed going to make you realize that you want to do something slightly different. You want to change something about your future, just a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit. But that little thing is going to go a long way indeed. Okay, so now basically I'm going to start I'm going to start with the first part of August 2019, and it's for you, my gorgeous Aquarius. When the moon is in the 7th house and Jupiter aligns with Mars, then peace will guide all the planets. Love will steer the stars. This is the I did the whole thing. Yay! Oh my Lord, my gorgeous Aquarius, I love you to bits, I love you to bits, I love you to bits. Now the first the first part of August 2019, it's actually going to be very significant. The very first day, I have to say, I did say the 3rd of August here, but the very first day is going to be very important because it's going to be really brilliant, a really nice moment in time, because some kind of wishful thinking is going to come forward, and it's to do with a certain owner, it's to do with a certain leader, it's to do with a certain management, it's to do with somebody through who you kind of wanted to reach the next stage or second stage of your life, and it was very important for you to know what their reflection on you, in fact what they think about you. So there is a certain wishful thinking going to happen with this person, but that's going to be so good because it's going to leave a little bit of bitter taste in your mouth on one hand, but on another hand it's going to make you really assertive towards the certain stage of your life that is going to be unearthed and revealed to you that you wouldn't if this didn't happen in the first place, which is going to kind of throw you off the balance a little bit in the best possible way, because you will want to dig that little bit deeper, and it is going to kind of make you not to rush into any decision, just to step back from the situation, and because you're going to have so much illuminated around you, about you at the same time, and your power is going to be superb, your power is going to be very significant, and also it is going to make you realize that it's a very strong moment, very strong direction. It's about to be very significant between you and somebody else when it comes to the certain relationship, and that is just going to be so much close to you, getting that step closer towards making something really huge, making something really big, starting something really big involving you and somebody else in your life that is very important to you. The whole new stage is just going to start happening here indeed. What else I was going to say, that it's very important for you to get something like a red carnelian, please. You will be talking a lot throughout August, and you will be talking about serious things. You will be making lots of decisions as well. What carnelian does, it helps you with the communication. It helps you to get to say the best possible thing. things, but also when it comes to communication between you and somebody else, it helps you with this beautiful energy flow, okay? And sometimes when you talk to somebody that is intimidating you, maybe you're not yourself fully. So red carnelian helps you with that balance, with the grounding, and you always say the right things, and its communication between you and other people is actually quite good when you wear this. This comes with a sterling silver setting and a sterling silver chain, and the link to buy this is in the description below. And by buying things from my channel, you're also supporting my channel as well, of course. Okay, so this is something that I highly recommend you. On another hand, my babies, you know what I see? Ooh la la, inheritance is here. Okay, so if you don't know, you will become part of the inheritance. You're gonna hear something about it. If you haven't got anybody to leave inheritance, okay, then you are also going to hear about a certain amount of money that is gonna come to you, that is gonna travel to you, that you are going to be the part of, okay? And it is going to surprise you, but it's going to be good, of course. And that in itself is just going to kind of change something, start changing something in your life, because an indecisive situation is going to arise, because by the time we get to the second part of August, basically you will kind of be able to reflect on the certain part of your life that you weren't able to reflect before, and what you were worrying about before, like financially. Now this is going to change, which is going to be brilliant, which in itself, it's going to bring you synchronicity in between you and somebody else whom you kind of lost a synchronicity a little bit, and that is actually going to be really good, because this is going to mean to you quite a lot. Rise above the problems, rise above the situation, you know, like rise above the problems, flow above the problems and negativity, rather than going low and like a kind of like a going low vibration. You see, just rise above it. This is exactly what you're going to do, because that in itself is going to start fantastic, like an adventure for you. It's brilliant, because prosperity is going to make you realize something very big is going to happen in your life. Very big option when it comes to your money, when it comes to your finances, when it comes to your prosperity. And just remember, you will be you will be thinking a lot, you know, this is going to be a really important time, and just follow your intuition. Follow your intuition and be free. Follow your intuition and be free. This is exactly what you need to do from the mid-August until the end of August in particular, because you're going to be as creative as anything, and creativity, your own creativity is going to make you realize about a certain efficiency, but also homecoming time. You will want to make a change when it comes to your home. You wanted to do something for a while, you wanted to change something for a while, so most certainly this is going to be the moment in time when you will make and you will create a really big change. It's so good, because I can see you celebrating, like having a great time. Celebration! Yeah, baby! I can see you celebrating at the end of August, and I'm so happy. This is brilliant. Celebration, healing, beautiful. Those of you that had like long ailments when it comes to illness and things like that you didn't see any improvements, now this is going to bring you a wonderful moment in time, the end of August, where you can see some improvement, but also very strong connection and reconnection with somebody from the past you haven't seen in a long time. It's going to come back, come forward, and it's going to reconnect with you, and that in itself is going to be fantastic for you indeed. Also, there's a little surprise that you're going to have, that you're going to hear about somebody in your life, but you're going to like it, because it's going to have a literally enlightening effect on you. Please try to make sure that you do a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. It's the sage. Dry sage is the most important, most significant when it comes to like the energy cleansing, and I said that you're going to be spiritually open, so this is important to do it at least once this month. Take dry sage, walk into every single room in the house, make sure you've got a saucer underneath, because it's very messy after you light it, of course, and make sure you go into every single room and just smoke it. At the end, open the windows, and you will know if you feel like a little bit sick, if you feel uneasy, queasy within the next 2 days after you smudge your home, you will know that you had a negative energy, a certain amount of negative energy accumulated within you. So that's why as more low you feel, as more negative you feel, as more sick you feel yourself after you smudge your home, that's better, because 2 days later you're going to be more rejuvenated. If you would like to buy dry sage, you can also get this on my website, and the link is in the description below. Okay, and also, you know what, at the end of this month you are going to be presented with a fantastic financial opportunity in general. This is brilliant for all of you, regardless whether you're working, whether you're looking for work, or whether you're retired, whether you're the college, university, it doesn't matter. There's going to be a wonderful, mind-blowing financial opportunity that you're going to have, and this is going to be good. The reason for celebration, the reason for you feel optimistic, the reason for you feel really good, and it's all about your victory and mental clarity, and it's all about your practicality and security, and it's all about the whole new inspiration and potential. I'm so happy for you. This month is literally going to be mind-blowing indeed. You will be able to feel this in a completely different way. You will be able to sense this month in a completely different way, and that in itself is just going to give it a whole new vision and sharpness, you know, and focus, you know, when it comes to like realizing certain parts about your life that are going to be absolutely literally life-changing. My God. Okay, so now I'm going to shuffle these cards, my gorgeous Aquarius, and I'm going to concentrate on those of you that are actually in relationship. You see, for those of you that are in relationship, there is something going to happen, you know, there is going to be the swift change, swift up. You're going to go from one level to another. And this is purely going to happen because there's a very important stage about to also start manifesting in between you and your partner. There is going to be a little bit of bickering this month, you know, in between you two. But the reason why there is going to be a little bit of bickering this month, it's only because your partner is kind of like really serious at the moment. Your partner is focusing on something in particular this moment, and that is going to be taking from them quite a lot of their particular energy, which is going to help you to kind of realize something quite unusual about them, but not in a bad way necessarily. As I've mentioned this before, this is going to be a really interesting starting point because believe me or not, through this you're going to have a nice and interesting idea, and the idea that you are going to have is just going to purely help you to kind of like do something very important and do something really responsible and to do something very creative and very mature and very, very good, you know. This is going to be so good because this is going to lead towards your own some kind of adventure. You are indeed going to be able to see your partner in a whole new light. But this is so good. Oh gosh, on another hand, let me tell you something. Your partner is also going to surprise you this month, and this surprise is going to be really nice, and this surprise is going to be really good, and you're gonna like it. It's something that you wanted, but you maybe didn't ask, something that you were waiting for, but you didn't kind of make yourself known, or you didn't ask, you know. But there's going to be really nice surprise that you are going to have, and this is going to be quite good. You see, this is a very important month, you know, when it comes to you two, when it comes to your partner, because the bottom line is your relationship is going to go on the whole new level, but there is a lot new that is going to unfold and happen by the end of this month. A lot of new things that are going to unfold and happen by the end of this month. It's going to come in the form of ideas that you're going to need to sit down and discuss, that are on another hand going to bring you the whole new prospects, the whole new hope, the whole new power, the whole new energy, the whole new direction, and most certainly it is going to feel really, really good. I can see really beautiful balance. As I said, there are going to be a little bit bickering that you are going to have at the beginning of the month or throughout the month. That's absolutely fine, you know. But the bottom line is that by the end of this month, there's the whole new dimension, the whole new direction going to become evident here. And this is brilliant. Something is going to make you feel really warm inside. Something is going to make you feel really good inside. It's a very strong connection, spiritual, deep connection that you're going to feel this month in between you and your partner. And this is going to prove something sacred to you, literally. Okay, so now I'm going to shuffle these cards, and I'm going to connect to those of you that are actually single and ready to mingy. Let me tell you something, Aquarius. Listen to me, babies. You are going to feel super radiant. You're going to be very radiant throughout this month, and this is going to be amazing. I can see you flirting. I can see you having a great time. I can see you meeting lots of people. There are few people that you are going to meet that are going to reflect on you and reflect on your situation so beautifully, you see. But it's also going to be like a certain person at the beginning of the month that you are going to meet, and that particular person that you are going to meet at the beginning beginning of the month, so it's not going to be the right person. It's going to happen after that. Okay, so you are going to be provided with a certain choice, and this person is going to be very secretive. This person is going to be very strange in many different ways, and they don't talk a lot, they don't talk much, you know. Maybe I don't know, it's just this part, it's very enhanced. So I know that they don't talk, they don't explain something, but you will be able to use your power. I said this many times to you, my gorgeous Aquarius. Do you know what is very sacred about you? Very sacred about you, it's your power, how empath you are. You're very, very strong empath. You're one of the most powerful empaths that there are. It's just purely when you were born, and purely it's just down to your energy, and down to your power, and down to these very, very significant things about Aquarius. Okay, so you are very strong empaths indeed. Okay, and that in itself is just going to make you realize about that particular first person at the beginning of the month, that is just going to, oh, you're going to like them, but very quickly you will know that something is not right at all. And that is just going to make you realize something like, oh God, you know, can you imagine if I ended up with that person? And that is so good, because this feeling is everything. This feeling is brilliant, because subconsciously it's going to put you in touch to be with somebody who is very sympathetic, who is very intelligent, who is very smart, who is very clever, who is around you. Appreciate this person means to you so much, but that is just subconsciously going to put you in touch with this person, and there is an advice that you are going to get. An advice that you are going to get is going to be everything, because it's going to redirect you from one dimension to another, and it's going to lead to this moment, to this fantastic moment, to the beautiful new beginning, to the beginning of the new adventure, to the beginning of something very important. You're going to feel very enthusiastic indeed, and that is going to be a very important moment in time, because someone is also at the same time going to walk into your life. This person is about to walk into your life, and this person is about to walk into your life when you least expect it, because you will be focusing on a new adventure, on new option, on new direction, which is going to be so good for you. It's going to make you feel really optimistic, because the possibilities are going to be endless. At the same time, this baby is going to come through forward, and it's going to literally change your life. Someone very, very special is about to enter your life, my gorgeous Aquarius, and it's about to change absolutely everything. My gorgeous babies, be prepared to be swept off your feet, because this is going to be somebody very, very special, and you will know exactly what I mean once you meet them. Because as I said, you are very, very powerful empath indeed. Okay, my gorgeous Aquarius, I love you all to bits. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Okay, I'm sending you brightest blessings, healing, love, and light to literally all of you. Okay, my gorgeous Aquarius, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium. Love you. Bye.